Hello everybody, Ryan here, or MandRproductions, and today we're going to be looking through the Clone Wars trailer to see what possible LEGO sets we could see in future years, hopefully in 2020. The thing with this is, last year they released the trailer, and it kind of showed some stuff, but not too much. There were only a few scenes shown. I did a whole video on that, but I think this one shows a lot more potential LEGO sets for the future. Clone Wars Season 6, I believe, is supposed to come out in November of 2019, so any possible sets we're probably not going to see until summer of 2020. I'm not really expecting too much in January of 2020, especially considering a lot of the stuff that we'll see here is larger. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started here. The trailer kind of starts off in the Jedi Temple. We don't see too much. Just kind of got to get through all of this. You guys can leave a like while you're sitting here doing nothing while the Lucasfilm logo shows. But yes, we get on to Coruscant here, and we see Ahsoka on her speeder. I am sure we will see that speeder in LEGO at some point, although it might be hard because the speeder is very small, and it's hard to build anything of that size in LEGO that will actually fit the minifigure on it and look normal. So it'll probably be one of those oversized, huge speeder bikes that doesn't make sense. But we'll probably see Ahsoka's speeder bike. I wouldn't be surprised. We see a whole scene with that. So I would like to see it. We see Mace Windu come crashing down. You can see a spider droid as well as a couple other. There's another Jedi there. I don't know which. Maybe that's Obi-Wan on the left side there. You can see super battle droids, regular battle droids all turn around towards him. So maybe we'll see some more of those. Maybe a redesign. I'd love to see a redesign of the battle droid and the super battle droid for 2020. It's about time. They've redesigned everything else. See some jetpack troopers flying through the sky. Probably get those in a battle pack or some LEGO set of some sort. Who wouldn't want to see some more jetpack troopers? Can't really make out. Yeah, it looks like they have the yellow markings, regular clone troopers. Not sure if they are special though. And moving on, we just see some more clone troopers and stuff. Clone trooper with a Gatling gun shooting some battle droids, which looks like it could potentially be a lot of fun. Interestingly enough, that clone trooper has a Clone Wars helmet. I don't know why he's wearing a Clone Wars helmet, because all the other clone troopers have regular, like, Episode 3 Phase 2 helmets. So, interesting to see that kind of snuck in there. I don't know how many people really picked that up. I didn't really pick it up till I was just looking at it here. More of that Mace Windu fight scene from, I'm not even sure what planet that is, but that is definitely Obi-Wan behind him. So, we'll see a new Clone Wars Obi-Wan, I'm sure. Maybe some of those new clone troopers there near Mace Windu. The next scene, we get into the fun stuff. We see a Z-95 Headhunter and some Vulture droids chasing it down. Personally, I don't want to see a Z-95 Headhunter remake. I thought the 2013 one was good, but I don't think the ship is popular enough to warrant it being made again. I think it's possible LEGO might make it again, but again, it's just not something that I want. The Vulture droid is possible to be remade. I think we also see a Tri-Fighter droid in the background chasing the other two Z-95 Headhunters, so we could see both of those ships, or all three potentially, although the Z-95 Headhunter is the one that I wouldn't like to see the most, so we'll see what happens, but a Vulture droid standalone, maybe. The next scene is even more interesting as we see a Venator. Who doesn't want a new Venator? I would love to see a regular Venator or a UCS Venator. Either one, and I would be happy. I think a Venator is very likely with this new Clone Wars. It's been very highly requested by a lot of fans lately, so LEGO, I think, is probably listening to that and will hopefully follow through with what the fans want and make a new Venator. We also see like an Acclimator class cruiser, I think is what that's called, from the Republic, as well as some CIS ships, so maybe some Separatist cruisers included in the new wave of LEGO Star Wars sets. They have yet to make any of those except the Malevolence, so hopefully we'll get something like that from the new Clone Wars show. You also see a Republic frigate kind of silhouette down below, and I think that one's pretty unlikely as a LEGO set because we've already had a couple of those, and I think it's time to make one of the other two vehicles for the Republic again, or for the first time there with the Acclimator or the regular Venator. I'm pretty sure that's the Acclimator with the 3 engines, although I might be wrong. Back in the skies, though, we have an ARC 170 and the Republic Gunship. Oh my goodness, this needs to happen. The Republic Gunship, of course, was last seen in 2013 for $120. I think it's entirely possible we see a new one. Maybe $130, $140, $150 would be pushing it, but entirely possible with the way LEGO prices are today. We, of course, have an ARC 170 there, which has to be remade. Like, who doesn't want a new ARC 170? It'll have been 10 years in 2020 since the last ARC 170, so let's see a new one of those. Of course, maybe some new exclusive figures or just kind of slightly upgraded pilots could be done for those sets. Moving on to the next scene, we see a crashing Republic gunship, and maybe it's just the lighting here, but it looks like it's yellow to me. Like, it's got to be the lighting, right? It can't just be yellow. It would be nice if they made a clone gunship with some very unique markings, but I'm not sure if this one's yellow or not, or if it's just like the sunset lighting going on in the background. You guys let me know what you think about that in the comment section. I think it could be yellow. I think it'd just be nice to get a Republic gunship that isn't in maroon red, but we'll see what happens. The next scene, we go back to Coruscant, I believe, and kind of see Ahsoka and her Amiga here down on the ground floor of Coruscant. I think this is level 1313 actually. But we have these characters that look like they're straight out of Solo, a Star Wars story, which I'm sure we'll see in LEGO if they play any sort of role in the Clone Wars here. And we also have Ahsoka's friend, whose name kind of escapes me, but her friend does have a starship or some kind of spaceship, so I would be very surprised if we didn't see Ahsoka and her friend with Ahsoka's friend's ship here. Like, it's got to happen, right? So Ahsoka's friend's ship, whose name I can't remember at the moment, I'm sure will be happening. The next scene, we see the ARC 170 and the Republic gunship again, as well as some sort of, maybe that's a Z95 Headhunter in blue there on the left side of the screen. I think that's what that is. I'm not really sure. And then we also, of course, have some ATTEs there, which I think people really are going to want to see. So LEGO's going to have to make that ATTE, I think. Finally, another ATT, perhaps. Commander Cody, Commander Rex, and Echo there, I think, on the right. I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, I'm sure we'll see those figures updated and upgraded for the Clone Wars. Of course, a nice Phase 2 Cody would get people really excited. The next scene, we quickly see the Bad Batch. Who doesn't want the Bad Batch in LEGO? Definitely not me. I would love to see the Bad Batch come in some sort of capacity for LEGO Star Wars The Clone Wars. Now, whether it be all in one set like a Republic gunship or spread out through a few different sets, I don't really care, but I would love to see the Bad Batch make their way into the Clone Wars LEGO sets. The next scene, we see some weird stuff with this weird clone trooper. I'm not sure if he's from the Bad Batch or what, but you see some battle droids or some type of droids with weapons, and they are just some of the wackiest shapes I have ever seen. I don't know if LEGO's going to be able to recreate that in any way. Maybe they'll just use the regular Battle Droids stuff, but I don't know. They look really weird if you just pause it and take a look. In our next scene, we see Captain Rex with the Ahsoka Clone Trooper Legion, and I'm not a fan of these. It's basically 501st Clone Troopers with Ahsoka helmets on top, and I don't think the blue and the red go well together. I wouldn't be surprised if these make their way into a set in some capacity or even a battle pack, but they just aesthetically, like from a design standpoint, not just like a LEGO standpoint, like they just don't look that great to me. So I like the helmets and I like the torsos, but together they don't work. We'll see what happens as far as that is concerned within the next year probably. They'll probably be in a set, but probably just won't be my favorite figure. Moving on, we just have more Ahsoka and Bad Batch fight scenes and Anakin cutting down droids, Mace Windu with a huge droid onslaught coming his way. Oh, whoa. On the left side of the screen there. Hold up, fellas. Hold up. Is that a Clone Wars MTT? I think that's a Clone Wars MTT. Could we finally get a LEGO Star Wars Clone Wars MTT? Please, for the love of God. That's probably the set I want the most out of all this, because that's the one set they never made. They made a polybag of it, and then they didn't make the full-size set, which doesn't usually happen like that. So, Clone Wars MTT Summer 2020. Please make it happen. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure that's a Clone Wars MTT. Like, I would bet money on that on the left side of the screen there. So, hopefully we see a Clone Wars MTT. Moving on down, we have Ahsoka lighting up her lightsabers. We have Anakin and blah, blah, blah. Regular kind of battle scene type stuff. And some clone troopers coming down on a zip line. We have Clone Wars Y-Wing, which could be a potential remake. We, of course, saw the Clone Wars Y-Wing back in 2009, I believe. So another one of those couldn't hurt. I love the Clone Wars Y-Wing Lego set, so wouldn't mind seeing another one. More fight scenes and some Mandalore stuff there that I'm sure we'll get in Lego. I would love to see this spider guy made into Lego. Of course, our clone trooper group coming up that little elevator thing. Got to see all those in Lego. Like, Lego's really got to go all out making all these clone troopers. This next scene shows some sort of ship blowing up and what looks like Palpatine's shuttle flying away, although it looks like it's slightly different, so I'm sure it's some type of shuttle that isn't Palpatine's. Maybe it's the Bad Batch's shuttle. I don't really know, but I would love to see it in Lego regardless. We have these cannons that we last saw from the Battle of Geonosis set back in like 2010, and wouldn't mind seeing those remade, although I don't think they're the most important thing for LEGO to remake out of everything we've seen. Of course, we have Ahsoka, what looks like she's coming into a Republic gunship there and knocking over some Mandalorians, so maybe we'll get some Mandalorians in a potential Republic gunship set. Wouldn't mind seeing that. Moving on, we see the Republic dropship with AT-OT in the background. We are going to have to see LEGO remake that. I really hope they... Is that an ATT? Maybe it's carrying an ATT, so maybe we get a Republic dropship with the ATT this time, which actually wouldn't be a bad combo. That might be a better combo than the AT-OT as far as sales go. The only problem with that I see is the last Pro dropship was $250, so this new one would have to be at least that, maybe $300. So hopefully they can keep the price down on that. I wouldn't mind a Republic dropship with ATT, to be honest, though. That would be a great combo. Anyway, that's pretty much it for all the scenes, except for this quick little Darth Maul Ahsoka fight scene. So maybe we see that as like a $30 set, kind of like Octu Island or the Duel on Naboo type set. So we'll see what happens as far as that goes. Some other sets that we don't see in the trailer that I would like to see are a V-19 Torrent, a Clone Battle Pack, and of course to counter that, you're going to need a Droid Battle Pack, so any kind of combination of those sets would be awesome. As far as everything in the trailer goes, anything works, especially the Clone Wars MTT and a Republic Dropship with ATTE maybe, a Republic Gunship would be nice. Clone Wars Y-Wing, of course a Venator remake, or maybe even a UCS Venator would just be drop dead gorgeous and awesome to see on shelves and obviously have in your collection. Let me know what sets you would like to see LEGO remake or make from the new Clone Wars trailer down in the comments section below. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here so you can stay up to date with the latest LEGO Star Wars The Clone Wars news. I'll be making videos if any news about potential new Clone Wars sets comes out in the future. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.